Hello Bellas, it's me Shannon B for BrownGirlBella, bringing you lips, lashes, and luxury. Today I'm going to do a get ready with me. I just finished scrubbing my face, so you're going to see me put on my skincare and then my makeup and just talk to my girls, my Bellas out there. Let's get into it. Let's get ready with Bella. Okay, so I wanted to do this get ready with me, and if you saw my last my last video, I had attempted to do this before and forgot to turn the camera on. So I just started getting ready and chatting away and the camera was not rolling. So this time I checked the gate, it is rolling, and I am actually filming this get ready with me. And so I'm not going to be holding up each of the products as I'm talking, but I will put everything that I'm putting on my face. I will leave it down in the description box below so you know what I'm using. And if you saw my morning routine that I filmed, and I'll leave a card for that up here, many of these products were featured in that video. But in any case, I will leave it in the description box. And I also wanted to find out from my Bellas, if you've watched my last video, which I hope you did, what are you getting for the holiday season? I can tell you, I haven't even thought about getting Christmas gifts or any of that kind of thing, but like for myself, there are some palettes that I really want, and I saw that Artist Couture is coming out with their very first eye palette. Fun fact, did my face a long time ago. I think he was working at MAC at the time in Soho in New York City, and I used to go to that store a whole lot when I first started wearing makeup and discovering like MAC and my whole kind of vibe of how I wanted my face to look. And he used to beat my face for like special occasions. I would go in there, book my appointment. If Angel wasn't there, I was not getting my makeup done, and I would go to Angel and he would beat my face. Fun fact. So he's coming out with his very first palette. I saw the shades and I'm like, oh my god, I've got to get that. So now I'm adding that to my must-have list. And then I saw recently one of the beauty channels that I follow, a couple of them were talking about the Viseart edit. I think the first one that I saw that was talking about it is my girl Kinky Sweat. So don't forget, check her out. I will leave a link for her video talking about Viseart in my description box. And I also want to shout out Michelle Wong. Michelle also talked about the Viseart palette, and I'll leave a link for her video in the description box as well. So both of them were talking about it, and both of them did a demo on the eyeshadow palette. It's a mini, like business card size palette, and the color arrangement is beautiful. Has all the vibrancy and the fall tones, jewel tones that we've come to love for the fall. So definitely want to pick that up because that palette looked seriously amazing. Just putting some Caudalie on. Because I want this to be a dialogue between myself and my Bellas. I would love to hear your opinions on things and what you think. I'm gonna use my brushes here. They're all dirty, but I just used them yesterday, so it's not like they're filthy or anything. I just used them just yesterday. And this is my Pat McGrath, and this is in 24. So I believe I told you all the saga about how I came to find 24 to be my shade. So now that I have an actual shade that I can use without mixing, I've been doing that. And I've also been using the Fenty a lot lately. I got a sample of the new formula from my Sephora store, and I'm still actually using that sample. That's how much she gave me. And I also have the new Anastasia Beverly Hills formula foundation, so I'll be giving that a try and letting you Bellas know how I think about these foundations. I mean, it seems like every day there's something new coming in. But the ones that are really on my radar that I want to try, besides the two I just mentioned, are Smashbox. I really want to try that one. And I want to try the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I want to try hers. Hopefully I will find my skin tone in that. I think what I'll do is I'll go in and color match myself and then get a sample of the ones that I think will work. Wear those for a couple of weeks like I'm doing for Fenty, and then go in and buy the foundation that I need. I think that's how I'm going to work all of my foundation finds from now on, because trying to do it based on the descriptions that the marketer gives me online is just not working for me, because for some reason none of those descriptions really go and describe the actual product that I'm getting. It's either too red or too warm or too neutral. So since I'm having such a problem with it, I just decided I'm not going to continue torturing myself. I'm going to go in, look at them myself, and then choose a couple of samples that I think are in my wheelhouse and match my skin tone, and then try those for a few. And I encourage all of you to really do that as well, because just looking at it online is not really going to give you an accurate picture of how it looks, because you've got to see it in natural light, you've got to see it in daylight, you've got to see it under real lights. So the lights that are inside of the Sephora are really bad. I mean, really bad lighting, and it doesn't give you an accurate depiction of how this will look. Also, with all of these palettes coming in with such a feverish rush, I think it is easy to get bombarded and overloaded with all of these different things that are coming out. So the one thing I would suggest to kind of whittle it down in your head is, what's your color story? What are your favorite colors? What are the colors that you naturally gravitate to when you're looking for an eyeshadow palette? You know, like, what are the colors that really kind of catch your eye and that you like? I know for me, I love greens, because greens against brown eyes look fantastic. They really make my eyes pop. So I love palettes that have some green in it. Also blue. I didn't think blue would be my color at all, but For some reason, blue just really pops against my skin. So I love shades of blue in my palettes. And then I also look for like brown tones, golden tones, you know, something I can wear during the day while I'm at work, and then also can transition that color into night if I'm going out after work or I have an event to attend. I want to get something that I can easily, with a few colors and maybe a different lip, transform it into something nice for the evening. So something like that is what I personally look for. And I also look at my collection. I have a lot of eyeshadow, and so I look for colors that I know I don't have already in some form or fashion in my collection. Because again, I'm building a collection that should have all of the different colors that I love, and not one palette is going to be able to do that for me. So I like the idea of looking at different palettes and then deciding, okay, what is in my current collection that I don't see in this collection? And if there's not a whole variety of difference, I leave that palette alone. But if it is, then that's the palette that I want to pick up and take home with me. Put some powder down. I already feel my face like warming up. It is really warm outside, and with these studio lights on, I'm getting very warm already. So I just want to powder down and take some of the shine away before I become an oil slick. Just patting some powder down underneath my eye. So let's see what else. Lips. I'm not really going to get a whole bunch of lip products this time around because I have to do a serious decluttering of my lipstick collection. So that's probably going to be one of my next videos that I do. And I'm going to start purging some of this lip collection that I have. And then I will see what is left, and based on that, I'll get some lippies. I do know I want to try that Chanel gloss formula because I hear that is beautiful. I love Tom Ford. So I'm definitely going to get a couple of Tom Ford lipsticks. Charlotte Tilbury is another one I've been having my eye on that I want to get. And there's probably a couple more, but I can't think of it right now. If you Bellas know of any high-end lipsticks that I should have my eye on, let me know in the description box below. I am going to put a little bit of concealer right underneath my eye. I know I powdered, but I powder more than once. Just because I really find that my makeup lasts a little bit longer if I take my time and dust a light layer of powder on and then go back and add more once I highlight. So that's actually been working well for me. And let's see what else is on my list. Definitely am getting some higher end brushes. I already ordered my rougher brushes. They had a, what's that, GoFundMe type of deal where if you pledge a certain amount, they would send you the collection of their newest brushes before anyone else, even before they start production for their own use to sell to the masses. So that should be coming around mid-November, early December. And then I'm going to order either before that time or after that time the Wayne Goss and the Sonia G. And they'll think after that I'm going to take a break from brushes for a little bit, because by then I'll have all of the brushes that I need. So we're finished with that. We're going to now dip into some bronzer. I think I want to do a light bronzing today, so I'm going to go with my Fenty Beauty in Caramel Cutie. I'm just going to add that on. Ooh, I hear my stomach growling. I love this color because it gives me just a nice hint of bronze on the face without it being too heavy. I need some more translucent powder. I'm like running low. Just gonna add some more to my under eye, forehead, and chin. Now let's see. I think we're gonna do Natasha Denona today. I love this palette. Can I tell you? I am so in love with the shimmers in here. The mattes are fantastic. Just everything is beautiful. And this color, Laurel, is a beautiful, beautiful color. They're just perfect for like this type of year where it's not too warm, it's not too cold. It's ending that summer heat wave and moving into the fall, but you still get a nice mixture of both. And this brush that I'm using is a rougher brush. They actually had another offer to try brushes if you write a review, and they'll give you like a gift certificate to get another brush. So I did that, and I'm actually ready to write my review on the brush, which, you know, spoiler alert, I love. I absolutely love this brush. And like I said, the thing about this color and this shadow for any Natasha Denona shadow, really, but definitely this palette, the colors in here are just so vibrant. I'm gonna Just put a little glory on the top. And with my finger, I just took a little Day Spring and tapped that into the lid. I'm just going to add a little drama to the lower lash line. And then we're gonna tight line the upper lash line. Again, just to add a little smoke and pop those pretty brown eyes. Mascara for the upper and lower lashes. Add our falsies on. Denona Tan palette today. And I will use the blush in here. I'm going to use the Super Glow. And I'm going to add that as our highlight. Okay, I think my lashes are dry now. I'm going to use my Watermelon Mist. Oily girls, if you do not have this in your arsenal, I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out. That is so good. Ever since I got it, I've noticed a huge difference in the way my makeup sits now. It just really blends very nicely all together. It's like my makeup just melts into my skin now. And it lasts. Which, you know, that's what you want it to do. You've taken all this time to do your makeup. You want it to last. We're going to take that glue. Make sure you put an extra coating on the ends, because those are always the trickiest part, trying to get those ends to lay correctly. And then I just, for 60 seconds, do my bingo arm flap thing. Bingo, bingo. Let's finish. Okay, so we talked about lipsticks. Of course, we talked about eye palettes. We already talked about foundations. Highlighters. I didn't see a whole lot of highlighters that I like fell in love with. I think the Charlotte Tilbury holiday set has highlighters in it. So I'll probably get that. And I don't know if there's anything else that really has caught my attention thus far. Jury's still out because there's like tons of stuff coming out every day. So who knows, I may find something else that will catch my eye. But for now, I do want to get the Charlotte Tilbury. And like I'm doing with the lips, I'm probably going to do a highlighter declutter, because there's tons of highlighters that I have not even cracked the surface of. And I do want to also start circulating more of my eye palettes around too, because it's so hard for me to hit pan because I have so much eyeshadow, and I really want to start to do more of that and really utilize the things that I have rather than always dipping into new palettes. So I think for this fall season as well as the winter time, you're going to see me utilize a lot of my old stuff as well as my new, and give you guys more looks, more reasons to crack open your shadows and play. I know a lot of you have different shadows and different colors that you can use, even if you don't have my exact palette that I'm using for a tutorial. Like if you don't have Natasha Denona, don't worry. If you have any shadows that have the same kind of color story as this one, use that. I by no means will tell anyone they absolutely must get every palette that I'm buying. I'm just a collector. I love beautiful shadows. Oh, this one's a little too wet, so it's sliding all over the place. So let's dry that down a little bit more. I have to fix that. So yeah, by no means do I mean to tell you, and I can't tell you what to do with your money, but what I'd love to do is show you what I like and have fun playing in the new makeup that I buy. After all, I am doing it for you Bellas out there, so you can see what's out in terms of new luxury brands, what they're doing, how they perform, and if you decide that you want to pick it up as well. I mean, I'm a small channel. I make no money whether you pick up these products or not. So it's, you know, no skin off my back if you decide I don't want to get it. I got it ultimately because I like it. I'm going to have to scrape some of this glue off. It got into my shadow. Okay. And then let me go back with my brush. I'm just going to, some of the color transferred onto my crease from my lid. Hazard of having hooded almond eyes. These almond shaped eyes are a gift and a curse. Trust me, a gift and a curse. So we're finished with that. I think I want to put another highlighter on just because I feel like I want a little bit more bling. So this is Fuego. Yes, nice. Okay, so now let's get into lip color. What do I want to do for lips? I think I want to do a wine-ish color. Rooch. This is Colourpop and Karruche, I believe. And then if you need to clean up around your mouth, I just took a Q-tip and press and then flick. Oop. Press and flick. Alright, voila, that is the finished look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. All of my beautiful Bellas out there, want to give you a big kiss from me to you. I will see you back here soon. Don't forget, if you have not already, give it a like. That really helps this channel out a lot. Also, don't forget to tap that notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload. And the only way you do that is by hitting the subscribe button. So don't forget to do that as well. Until I see you Bellas again, I will leave you with a video to catch you up in case you're not all caught up on all things Brown Girl Bella. Until I see you back here next time, it's deuces.